Hey, everybody, welcome to today's topic of protecting yourself from the effects of oxidative stress. Now, I like to compare oxidative stress to a car. And I know we're not cars, but the effect is similar. As our body ages, it's similar to the way a vehicle ages, and particularly if it gets exposed to the elements. You know how the more it gets exposed to the elements and the more the metals start to oxidize and change color. And we would typically think of this as rust. Another way to think about it would be an apple. When you cut an apple into sections and it gets exposed to the air, what happens after just a short time, if it's not eaten right away? It turns brown. That's oxidation. So, as with a car, little by little, it starts to deteriorate, turning to rust. And, like I said, this doesn't happen overnight. So it may start with a small spot near the wheel well or on the door. But if it's left unchecked, it spreads throughout the whole body of the car. And our body is similar. When we get exposed to the elements, so it gets consumed with rust, so to speak, or gets oxidized, but it doesn't happen overnight. Little by little, we see things changing in our body. It's a gradual process. But you might start out with some signs such as a sniffle or an occasional cold or maybe a headache. And, we all have these. But as time goes on, if left unchecked, they can become more frequent, more intense, have more intensity to them. They can become more noticeable and occur more frequently. So what are some of these effects of oxidative stress? That's what it's called, oxidative stress, when you're exposed to things of the elements, so to speak. It can be extreme fatigue, inflammatory conditions. I have about 12 of them listed. Brain fog, hypertension. It can even contribute to aging. But what are some things you can do to counteract or fight back these effects? So this oxidizing process, as I mentioned, this oxidative stress is because of free radicals in our body. It messes up your cellular metabolism to the point of even interfering with your DNA. So just like there's ways that you can fix those rusty spots on your car, there's also ways to build your body back up and prevent this oxidative stress damage. Some of these ways are to reduce stress, limit red meat, limit alcohol, avoid smoking, avoid high glycemic foods, and eat foods that are high in antioxidants. And I list a few of those in my research this week. So the way that they can protect you from oxidative stress damage is that they increase the cell life and your immunity so that you have a stronger resistance against this damage from environmental pollution. Now, you may think of air, water, and light as environmental pollution, but there's many other things that can contribute to it. And one of the big things is radiation. Radiation is found in things that we use every single day. And I list some of those in my research this week. There's also plant extracts that have the highest amount of antioxidants available. There's all kinds of antioxidants, and they each have a purpose. So just focusing on one kind is not going to give you a full body benefit. You need a variety of antioxidants to get all the purposes that they provide. So I will provide some of that information in my research this week as well. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, be sure you do that so you don't miss any of my videos. And I can also be found on Pinterest, Instagram, or on my website at SheilaMeyer.com. So I hope you take a look at my research article this week so you can get all the tips and the clinical trials and articles that I include. Now, go be awesome.